David Tracy with the Autopian.
Beau Boeckmann from the Autopian and Galpin Motors.
How did you get a Cybertruck?
Well, we buy cars. So a customer had this and wanted to sell it, so we bought it and figured we could resell it.
That's right, the Autopian has a Cybertruck. You can do all sorts of things with it.
Woohoo!
You've probably heard all sorts of things about the Cybertruck, and I'm sure you have a very strong opinion on it one way or another. Now we're gonna drive it. We're gonna tell you what we think, but we should tell you our opinions on it before getting into it, because everyone had a thought before ever even seeing them on the street. Did you like this thing when you first saw it in 2019?
When he first introduced it and threw that thing through the window, I thought it was a joke. Absolutely hideous. Couldn't believe that he was actually doing it. In fact, people said, is this a joke?
Yep.
The funny thing is we were filming Car Kings and we were restoring a Brubaker with Curtis Brubaker, who strangely enough had a design very similar to the Cybertruck, which was in Penthouse magazine.
Oh.
Check it out, not the magazine, the design.
It's a very cool design.
And he said something very interesting. He's like, Beau, I know you hate it, but your eye is eventually going to come to like it and appreciate its differences.
Was he talking about the Cybertruck or his
He was
design?
talking about the Cybertruck because
Really?
it was at the same time. So the timing couldn't have been better. He was right. I hated this thing. It has grown on me. I absolutely dig it.
I will say the Autopian is all about championing weird cars.
Yes.
We don't like boring, right? We don't like
Correct.
blobs. This is weird. No matter what you think about it, you might hate it. You might not like Elon Musk. You might not like whatever, trucks, electric cars, cars with bad fit and finish, but it's weird. You have to appreciate that it's weird.
Car makers, to learn a lesson, should have more fun with their cars. And I like that not everything takes itself so seriously.
You sell cars. How much do people care about, like, if this gap is like not perfect?
This would not be acceptable on any production car that we sell. The wheels and tires to me are pretty appropriate for it. The ridiculousness of all the angles and everything, it's cool.
How do we get in it?
Most cars that I come up to now, they greet me, and the door handle comes and I open it like that.
Yep.
But this, you got to pull out some silly, I've never understood why this is a thing. It took me a little while to figure, I got no instructions or anything. I guess the customers don't either when they get it. But then you do this, right?
I think you just locked it. Might have been unlocked already.
Oh.
Okay, now you unlocked it.
But how do I open the door? Oh, I gotta touch this. Okay, now you're right. I probably did lock it. Oh yeah, you touch that, the door opens, and then there's really nothing to greet you, just kind of this raw handle, and you open it.
This to me is insane. If this is the main handle that you're gripping it from, give me something, some silicone, anything.
It's just metal.
Just give me something.
And as we're saying, this is getting hot already, and it's only 80 degrees out here. I actually really kind of dig how this whole tailgate, and this to me is one of the most impressive things. The way the tonneau actually comes and it rolls into it, it turns really into a massive trunk. To me, this is not necessarily a truck, but it's an exotic car. It's meant to be fun and ridiculous.
All right, what else should we look at? Is there a frunk?
I know we can open it from the inside, right? Yeah, frunk, open. You hit it on the screen.
It's on the screen, okay.
Just like everything you need to do.
Hey, Beau, should I put my finger in the...
Someone's already done that, so,
See the guy who broke his finger?
Was it broken?
Yeah, I got
it. Oh, jeez. That wasn't smart. Yeah, and I honestly, because I have kids, I thought about that too. I'm like, you want to be careful with kids around this thing. Notice too, boy, does it show every little blemish. Another reason why it's not necessarily a truck. I mean, every little thing. You see, my fingerprints are still on it, all the little things.
Yep.
But you get in and, I mean, there's a lot of cool factor to this.
Okay, so this is the shifter, right?
Yes, which took me a while to figure out. So now we're going backwards.
All right, so this shifter, it works, but it's not better than a regular shifter. It's like, it's just kind of it's different for the sake of being different.
Yeah.
One thing that car reviewers typically rip on when it comes to like modern cars is we like having physical buttons on cars. Like heated seat.
You gotta have physical buttons.
If I get into a vehicle and it's cold, I'm hitting the heated seat button. I want it to be physical. I don't want to wait for a screen to boot up. Everything is on the screen. The shifter, the HVAC buttons, the aim for the vents. How do I even open the glove box? Can you open that by hand?
No. Oh, glove box, it's right here.
Oh, there it is.
Tap to open.
Okay, that is cool that it slides out.
Yeah, it's like a little shelf. Safety information, we'll definitely need that.
But we don't need an electric glove box.
We do not.
All right, so we're going on the 405. Just use the turn signal on the left side of the steering wheel. Up is right and down is left. You gotta
Go.
I'm gonna dust them.
All right.
Oh, she pulls! I was expecting this thing to ride like crap. It's got huge tires. It honestly looks like it's made out of concrete. But it rides great. The ride quality is really nice. What do we think about these visors that sort of, they don't cover the whole glass?
And then you got a second one here.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
it's
double
weird
visor.
having that glass up above.
But if
And then you get this teeny tiny vanity mirror, which my wife would be very upset about.
Okay, well here's the question. How do I look behind me? I see nothing. Do I just have to look at that?
Yeah, that, you get a little, oh yeah, because the tonneau cover's covering it right now. So you have to put the tonneau cover up to be able to see out the back without using the camera.
You would think that this would have the camera built in, you know, like.
Well, I'll tell you why he did that. Cost.
Hmm.
Because you don't have to duplicate that. I mean, he's putting everything in one place for cost.
All right, so this is a weird steering wheel. It's this one's a hexagon.
Yes,
It's mostly fine because you don't have to crank it a bunch of times over.
that's what makes it work.
But man, I gotta say, I'd like my speed limit to be right. My speed to be here. It's not that far off, but
You're
like.
so old school. You're not progressive.
We can do a switch right now if you want.
Well, the light's going to change here. Want to change
Yep,
fire
let's
real
do
quick?
it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna slide over.
Okay.
Boom. All right, get into drive.
Oh shit! Now which way?
There
go.
you go. You know, you got into drive pretty quick. So I mean, say what I will
Same.
about the shifter, you got it done. Oh God. Oh.
Build
Oh
in
my
G's.
God. Jiminy cricket.
Just like all EVs, they're fast.
Our camera car, who is trying to keep up with us, is about 3 states behind us at this point.
Now here's a okay, complaining again. If I want to adjust my mirrors, go to the menu. So I hit the car. I don't want to fold the mirror, so I go to this mirror menu.
Ugh.
I go to the left.
Oh, it's on the steering wheel, so that's good.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so now I do something.
Do you go left and right with it?
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna signal. See, oh, I got a police officer behind me. It's like I do everything right.
He's like, why is this Cybertruck going all choppy? Well, we're trying to adjust our mirrors,
See if
sir.
he's drunk. Yeah, I'm just. I'm not drunk. I'm just trying to do my mirror on a screen. Well, why would you do it on a screen? Okay, now I do it with this thing. Oh, there we go. Because you can kind of. Okay, once you get the feel,
There we go. We got this
and I
thing
kind of
going.
get. Okay, that's better. Because again, you're using a button.
My overall thought on this vehicle is, yes, there are plenty of compromises in order to make it cool, but they did make it cool.
They made it cool.
And they don't overwhelm the fact that this thing exists.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it would, not in this form. Like, you read the stories online, tons of outlets were like, there's no way it's gonna look like that. They say it's
Yep.
unbuildable. It looks like it looked 5 years ago.
Yeah,
they
they
actually built it.
Yeah.
And you can't fault that. Like, that is impressive. I think a lot of people buy vehicles for they want it to represent them. You know,
Yeah.
it's not practical considerations all the time.
Not at all. Nor should it be.
I agree. Buy something that stirs your soul.
Absolutely.
And if that's a Cybertruck, okay.
Okay, park. We did it.
Nice.
Now, how do I get out of this thing? Just kidding.
Hey, Beau, wasn't there a fart thing?
Oh, fart mode. Does anyone know how to do fart mode? Where is fart mode in the Cybertruck?
Using the Tesla app. If Sentry mode is enabled, you can just tap on Live Camera. At the bottom, you'll find an icon for the fart function. Just tap on it, and here we go.
Do you have to use the app?
I
If you
think so.
want to fart a lot with your Tesla, I recommend customizing the icons on the home screen for easy access. Just hold your finger on one of the icons until all icons show. Then, drag the fart icon over the icon you want to replace.
We need the app if we want to get it to fart, I guess.
No, well, we just do it ourselves.
That's true. Manual, old
Manual.
school analog, the old analog fart mode.
Oh, jeez.